back. The real is back. The real is back. Uh-huh. Let's go. Let's get one in here, y'all. Let's get one in here. Let's get a high intensity night show right on up in there. Ooh. You know what? I think I'll take a sip of the good stuff tonight. In honor of my coronation. I think we're going to tap into the good stuff tonight. Give me a couple more seconds, and I am on my way. Bang, bang, bang. Ooh. Y'all gonna have to pardon if I have my face all up in the screen. Your boy Maven ain't got his contacts in, so my vision may not be the clearest, but we'll go high intensity, quick session. Don't make that joke again. Don't make the quick session joke. Let me make sure everything's set up, ready to go. Y'all let me know you in the building. Hold on, let me make sure we got all this set up the right way. Make sure we got everything set up the right way. Let me know you're in the building. Yeah, I'm gonna be staring up in the screen, so don't mind me tonight. What's up, good people? Desmond, what's good? Wine and spirits tester. Nearly said the FBI is tricky. Maurice, what up or what up? Scuba Steve, Wes Mitchell in the building. Madden Sanker commitment. Flyville 23. Quick show as usual. The hate was real today. Praying on a downfall. That's a fact. New Neely was a snake. Oh, Beaver Bannon, what's good? What's good? Fabian in the house, what's good? Cheers to Scott Satterfield. Mike James is getting back. He sure is, ain't he? Ooh. Louisville eats first. Mike James is getting back. Cheer. Hold on. That would mean something. Let me make sure. Hold on. Send a quick text. But bang. Y'all are making me speed up on my texting too. Another Root Enterprise. What's good? What's good? Nobody sponsored tonight. There wasn't a sponsor. Let's throw in a quick cheers though. Let's do a quick cheers. Cheers, Scott Satterfield. What's good? Teddy Jackson says, what's good, young man? Keep holding it down. Fact. Highest ever offensive line recruit. This class is nuts. Daryl Russell's in the building. Billy, what's good? What's good to the Cards fam? Chris Mack and Deep Doodle. It sounds like he's going after Bendapudi, not Chris Mack. Plus, listen, Chris Mack already got his payday. Oh. Put Sanker gets the chair for whoever the record is commit. Hold on. Plus Sanker gets the chair for whoever he got to record his commit. Oh, I didn't watch the video. Mike James looked strong. He did. He did. He sure did. Let me mute it for 15 seconds. Hold on, Julius. Hold on, Julius. I gotta mute it real quick. I'll get right to you. Boom. Julius. Julius, when it comes to matters like Madden Sanker.
You snooze, you lose, baby.
Hold on, I might have jumped a little bit. Ooh. Bradshaw pushed his commitment back. I don't know if it's a good sign or not, but I know what. I bet y'all won't talk about it like you talked about about DJ. You won't even mention that it might be a bad sign. You want to know something else? Guess who was here in the United States of America watching Aaron Bradshaw while everybody else was in Spain? What? Repeat. Guess who was here in the United States of America watching Bradshaw while everyone else was in Spain? Are we going to get that same energy? Maybe something's wrong. Maybe something's going on. Nah, y'all scared to do that. Y'all scared to do that. Just testing out the spring water. Facts. Mike, what's good? What's good? Welcome, Madden. What the hell is up with this lawsuit? Listen, everybody's taking a shot. You see how our recruits have class, right? No fake hat crap. This is where I want to go. This is a fact. Chang Woo Brewer in the building. What's good? What's good to the Knight family as well? Okay, I'm catching up. And showing his attention all weekend. Now Bradshaw's mom have pushed back the decision. Maybe Cal. Listen. No, and nobody wants to consider that. Right. A few more. I didn't see the commitment video. Somebody needs to send it to my Twitter. Can I show the Mike James video? Of course I can. Young Lamont, what's good? What's good? Oh, Jocelyn. Jocelyn, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Now the people know. Now the people know. They know what you're doing. They know exactly what you're doing. Right. Yeah, like do I have to see it for sure? Man, Sager, welcome to the Ville. It's a fact. Schools. Wait a minute. The schools that Sanker chose. Let's see. Do I have that? Let's see if I have that on deck somewhere. Hold on. Let's see if I got that on deck. Brands. Let's see. Oh, hold on. Let's see if I can locate that anywhere. Maybe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see. Hold on. The U, Vandy, Rutgers, Carolina, Mississippi State, Georgia, Louisville, Michigan State, Ole Miss, and Arkansas.
You snooze, you lose, baby.
I know I skipped over something. Hold on. Oh God, I see y'all on top of it. Okay, now I'm gonna try to catch up a little bit. Let's use the mouse to catch up. There you go. Boom. Look, just get it. Crickets from On 3 about that one. Oh yeah. Crickets about the Bradshaw thing. Who are you talking about in particular? Oh yeah. That's gonna be talked about different. A whistleblower lawsuit says I faced repercussions because I told. They're saying the lawsuit doesn't have legs because it wasn't like actual repercussions. It was just they should have did something. So a whistleblower lawsuit, to me, it sounds like it's more against Neely Bendapudi. Kenny Payne wasn't those gays. Right? Give it up, KP, baby. Don't tell it all. Hold on. From SDF. Okay. It's nice and warm out there. Listen. Right. And Jason, I gotta hear about Cat West sitting there playing me and Steve's voice the whole time. Man. So I guess we back to that again. I guess we back to that. Oh, y'all want to see some Sanker? Do y'all want to see some Madden Sanker? We can do it if y'all want. Hold on, let me see some Wise. Do y'all want to see some Madden Sanker? I didn't see what he said. Anthony, somebody said they wanted to tell on Mac with the Gaudio thing, and Bendapudi told them not to or something. So now they're filing a lawsuit. And moved on to Sanker. Georgia, Miami, Michigan State, big names on there. If y'all want to see some Sanker, let's do it. You snooze, you lose, baby. Georgia kid could have went to Georgia. Facts, snooze, you lose. You like the snooze better than Sweet Caroline? I feel better about the snooze. I don't feel so guilty. Okay. Okay, you want to see Mike James too? Okay. Let's see a little something. Big nasty. Okay. Roll that beautiful footage. Okay. If y'all want to do it, we can do it. Let me see. I know I got this somewhere right there. Okay, boom. I'm gonna have to mute it. I'll have to mute it, y'all, because I don't got my headphones in, so we can watch this without sound, right? He got terrible graphics too on this highlight. But y'all got to pay attention to some big nastiness. Wait. He's a tackle on here. He's 71. Or set right here, 77. Okay, 77. That's ooh. Whoa, big boy. Whoa. That's a concussion for the rest of the game. That's a concussion for the rest of the game. Oh, drive him out. Drive him out. Drive him all the way downfield, y'all. Look at that. Y'all see it? Keep your eye on the 30-yard line, y'all. Ooh. Nasty son of a Ooh. Look, drive him all the way out to the 30. Drive him all the way out there. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. Look, throw him all the way out the screen. Look. There's nobody to tackle him. Boom, just blow him out the water. That's what I'm talking about. Find him, blow him out the water, pick him up. Pancake stat. Coach, give me the pancake stat. And he can move. I'm driving him 10 yards down the field. Drive him all the way down the field. Drive him all the way down the field. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Boy, they're going to be pissed at him. They're going to be pissed at him. Look at that line move 10 yards down the field. Look, boom. Oh, no. Just crushing that whole line. Just caving the whole line. Big reach. That's a big boy he's throwing around too. Throw him off somebody. Look. He's pissy. Ooh. Drive him all the way out this thing. Ooh. Satterfield can work with that. Look, wrap him up. Drive him 10. He even getting the small guys. That's when the big boy can move. Look, I know he mad at his running back. Like, come on over here. Y'all realize he is the highest recruit, the highest offensive line recruit in Louisville history? Do y'all realize he is the highest offensive line recruit in Louisville history? Listen, he ain't worried about the graphics though. He ain't worried about all the bells and whistles. Yeah, Lamar need a lot of help. Sat's been on Sanker since he was a sophomore. Roman Open vibes. He was just throwing kids around and making them pay for it. The fact that he can move, yep, this is a fact. Little mean streak. He's a dude. State champion wrestler. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Ooh. Wait a minute. Brandon Huntley and some Mike James. Hold on. Brandon Huntley and some Mike James, you said? Hold on. Mike James. Where's that? Twitter. Mike James would be on Twitter. Let me go track him down real quick. Pretty sure I sent it to myself. Shout out to Robbie Doe. What's good? Come on. This is not crazy. Hold on. Let's do a quick one. Share. There you go. Listen, y'all. Listen. He's just now getting his body moving, y'all. Man, I wish I could work with him for a little bit. Oh, I wish I could work with him. Listen, y'all. He's a player. He's just getting healthy. He is just getting healthy, y'all. Don't worry. He's coming right along schedule. Go ahead and throw a windmill down real quick. About to have 10 signees at the Under Armour Listen, I'm like, pull my kids out of that game. Phone with NIL money. That's pretty funny. That is funny. I didn't see that. I know Pierce is nice. But don't forget we got yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like he's filling out that room, man. No cap. He's filling out that room. He is filling out that room. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Wait, did y'all send me the recruit video? Did y'all send me the Brandon Huntley Hatfield? Hold on. I cannot wait to see Mike James play. And I want to see him play under Kenny Payne's tutelage. Why did Bradshaw delay his commitment, y'all? George Stone wanted me to take a drink. George Stone, cheers. Hold on.
Hey, wait. Kenny Payne won those games. Yeah.
You snooze, you lose, baby.
We are getting there, man. I find myself itching to actually, you know what? I'm gonna get in trouble for this, but I don't care. I'm gonna get in trouble for this. I do not care. I have to do it, y'all. I'm sorry. I have to do this. So y'all, please support the channel. Because when they take the channel, just remember I did it all for y'all. Okay. When they finally take my channel, I did it for y'all. So please support the channel.
a sideline penalty because they were warned. They, being Louisville, were warned earlier. But right now, I don't think anybody, Clark, on that sideline cares about flags. Tipped ball game.
That was so big time. It was. Hi, Michelle. You just getting off? Man, our schedule. Do y'all realize we got the 7th toughest schedule in the country? I don't know if that's true or not. They said we got the 7th toughest schedule in the country. Bradshaw's mom said she wants him to be sure about his decision, which means he might be unsure. Oh, God. Are y'all going to talk about anything? Are y'all going to talk about anything? Yeah, we got a tough schedule. Swaggerfield. Ooh. Heard Bradshaw's mom also likes Louisville. That's why we got to keep everything under control, y'all. That's why we cannot let the, listen, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all something I'm not supposed to tell y'all. I'm not supposed to tell y'all this, okay? Hold on. First, let me get a good sip in here, y'all. Because I gotta pump myself up before I tell this secret. I shouldn't be telling it at all. But
you snooze, you lose, baby.
Steve said something to me today. Steve, I'm sorry, Steve. I just couldn't hold it in. Steve said something to me today that was profound. She really wants me to tell y'all now. I mean, Michelle, I'm glad you're settled. I love the bus. What was it? It's like a derby parade. What is it called? What are those called? Those things. What are the, oh, I can't think of what you call it. I wouldn't mind having one of those that you were driving around today. I would not mind having one of those at all. I can't think of the name of them. Cheers, Michelle. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Let's get a little Sweet Carolina here before I snitch.
Touching you, what could be Sweet Caroline? Fuck you, Kate. Times never seemed so good, so good, so good, so good. I decline. Fuck you, Kate. To believe they never would.
Thank you for the shot. Woo. Now I'm snitching. Okay. I couldn't help myself. Slingshot. Damn, Chet. I thought my. Hold on, Chet. Hold on. I thought the nice yellow, the butter soft yellow. I thought it was kind of nice. I don't think I was slacking. Listen to this though. Seriously, listen to this. Steve said this to me today. He said, Marcus, I am done arguing with Louisville fans. He said it. Now I waited. He said, I'm done arguing with Louisville fans. He said, if y'all are dug in that much, he said, I'm not going to spend my year defending Kenny Payne or Scott Satterfield from against Louisville fans. Because I don't know if he said it or I said it, because it's like that'll become a thing. Okay, it's like somebody will get into it with a Louisville fan and then tag me into it or tag Steve into it. And it's like, no, like don't hire me to fight against Louisville fans. If you got a problem, that's your problem. If you want to live in negative criticism, that's your problem. That's your problem. But I do know this. I've never seen a coach take this level of heat in the first 3 months. Satterfield came here from a different division of coaching. Kenny Payne has a whole reputation around college, pro, high school, AAU, got a whole reputation, world renowned in what he does. We warmed up to Scott Satterfield before we were harsher on Kenny. I've looked at the response to Kenny Payne be harsher than Scott Satterfield. Literally. I'm not arguing. I'm taking Steve's phrase. And I'm telling y'all tonight, but it's really Steve. This is Steve's thing. Said, I'm not arguing with Louisville fans anymore. He was right. He said that tonight. He was right. Then I was kind of laughing because I noticed something too. Do y'all realize people who hate or not hate, if you have some deep-seated, like it's kind of hatred, but it's envy turned hate. If you got that inside of you, sports media is the perfect place for you to hide your hate. A lot of people will say they're Louisville fans. They're scarred people who didn't get to play high-level sports. And then they spend all that time. They get in the media and then spend all that time trying to hate on them all out of like envy. But still goes back to Steve's point. Not arguing with Louisville fans. Not sitting around trying to convince Louisville fans that don't want to be convinced about Kenny Payne or the Louisville program as a whole. Repeat. It made perfect sense. I'm not arguing with a Louisville fan that doesn't want to be like, I always felt like my job in the media is to bring education in the details about the sports, the program, the perspective. Once I start arguing arguing with people who say, oh, I'm a Louisville fan, but I'm going to spend all my time picking apart everything about Louisville. But I'm going to say that's just me being a fan. No, that's not a fan. That's not a supporter. That is not a supporter. Like I said, a supporter can get mad at poor performance, poor game performance. Yes, you can get mad. You can say, oh, I wish we'd have got that recruit or that recruit. That's fine and dandy. But a supporter who thinks my job is to point out all the flaws of a program, that's not a supporter. That's just a hater. You're just a hater. Like, you like hating on that team. You follow this team so you can hate on them. And then if they win a championship, you could be at the finish line saying you're a fan. You're a disguise. You're a ruse. He said it best. I'm not arguing to convince Louisville fans about the program. Steve said, we got to go back to what we were doing. If we lose, let's figure out why we lost and what's the fix. Because that's what we always did. It like I said, you end up arguing with people who wish they had the same voice as you. Because they spend every day trying to prove you wrong. Think about that. Y'all see people who are waking up to prove me and Steve wrong about Kenny Payne or about the Louisville program. Waking up, listening to us, writing notes, recording our voices so they can come up with a way to prove to y'all that what we think about that. Think about that. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Maybe it's the cocktail. Maybe the cocktail has me emotional or passionate. Hold on. They're called sprinters. That's what they are. I didn't get that in the message. I just thought about it. Think about that, y'all. Imagine listening to me and Steve tell y'all all the good things going on with the Louisville program. And imagine somebody turning up their volume, listening to us, recording what we say, and spend their time trying to prove to the public that what me and Steve say are wrong. I will challenge anybody's knowledge against Steve Rummage's of recruits, of coaching changes between rivalry, coaching changes, players, recruits. I will challenge anybody's knowledge against his. He is a fucking expert at the recruiting scene of the last 20 years. He's followed that shit to a T for 20 fucking years, maybe 15. He'll be mad if I make him old. Like, he follows the message boards for 15 years. Invested. He has been caring about this shit, this recruiting and the names and the players and the roster. He remembers all the players that we didn't get, what school they went to, who worked out and who didn't, the story behind their recruitment. He brings all of that to the table on a daily basis, fresh off his brain. I have been in every situation that an athlete can be in. Sorry. I have been in every situation that an athlete can be in, that a parent of an athlete can be in. I'm literally an expert in all these areas. Steve is an expert in the areas he's in. And people will sit down and try to find ways, get on social media and try to find ways to argue. You won't argue with all these other people out here, but you'll argue with me and Steve about Louisville. And I mean, do y'all see, like, when I say that to myself, y'all don't have to agree with me, but just see it from my point of view. I linked up with a dude who's an expert at the names, the faces, and the background stories of everybody. Steve knows where you're from, who you're from, you know, who your parents are, where you came from. He knows all that shit. And I know everything, and we don't have to step on each other's toes. I value what he knows because I don't know it. He values what I know because he doesn't know it. And we relate in, you know, in the middle. The stuff that we both know. Somebody will take one quote and spend time trying to convince you. It's incredible. Here's the problem too. Like again, we always joke around about Cat West. You know, we say, okay, James is going to be James, whatever. But it's like, if somebody's telling something that's not true, how do you defend against that? Okay, let me get a refill. I'm going to explain some serious shit when I get back. Now, when I tell these stories, I'm not attacking anybody, but if it sounds like I'm attacking them, look, it is what it is. Tough. I was going to say tough, a T word, but look, not even me. I don't even go that hard. Hold on. Let's put on a little sound for a second, y'all. I'm just going 30 seconds. I'm just going to get a refill. Cut me some slack. Don't freak out. Quick trip to I'll wrap it up. Almost there. Okay. I want y'all to imagine this. I want y'all to imagine this. This is when I would normally tell Nikki to play Picture Me Rolling and play my Tupac beat in the background, right? I would literally play that music and say, this is what happened, y'all. It started off with I don't know. Listen, and here's the problem, y'all. Listen to what I'm saying. Because y'all remember this shit. Don't ever forget this. This is how it started. The rumor came out that we might have a chance at getting Kenny Payne. The moment the rumor came out, what? Everybody, all the basketball experts, yes, former players. Not because, listen, the former players ain't talked to Kenny Payne in 15, 20 years. So anybody who thought the former players just came through like that's my homie, and no, Kenny Payne, most of the former Louisville basketball players kind of are in their own circuit, their own worlds. So all the former Louisville players, they ain't talked to Kenny Payne since an alumni game 12 years ago. So the moment Kenny Payne's name was rumored, you heard all these basketball players and all these older fans, all these fans who saw Kenny Payne, who watched him grow up, who watched him go to Oregon, who watched him go to Kentucky. They knew he was a good dude from the beginning. They knew he was a good guy. They knew it. So think about this, y'all. Kenny Payne's name gets rumored. All the former players and anybody who's been a fan over 20 years, instantly. Former players, any fan who's over 35, 37, whatever, 40, let's say 40. Any fan over 40 was all in. The national media, all the other coaches, NBA coaches, did you hear when New York was saying how much they tried to talk Kenny Payne out of leaving to go to Louisville, but at the same time, them realizing Kenny Payne has to do this. Like, did we forget? They made a push to keep him in New York as an assistant coach rather than lose him to Louisville. Players, fans, NBA people, college experts all said Louisville finally got it right this time by hiring Kenny Payne. So you had that groundswell of support from 5 different directions, right? You know what somebody decided they wanted to do to you? I want to just go against everybody. I want to go against the former players. I want to go because that's the only way you get attention. You only get attention by being a fucking troll in Louisville. That's how you get attention. That's how you get on. That's how you get on mainstream media. You fucking troll. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me it didn't start with. I mean, I don't know why everybody's so excited about Kenny Payne. That's where it started. You don't know why everybody's so excited about Kenny Payne. You got fucking 42 people in the NBA saying Kenny Payne is a big reason on why I'm here today. 42 people in the NBA attribute their success to Kenny Payne. You don't know what the fucking big deal is. That Kenny Payne's thinking about going back to Louisville. What the fuck are you talking about? Are you stupid? Well, I mean, I know he can. Think about this too. All the people talking shit now, you know what they said first? Well, I know he can recruit. Wait a minute. So when you didn't want Kenny Payne, you said, I know he can recruit, but can he coach this team? Can he be a head coach? So you knew he could recruit. That was the one thing you knew for a fact, that Kenny Payne, if nothing else, he can recruit. Around the same time, yeah, I know all these players say he helped me develop my game. So I know Kenny Payne can recruit, and I know the players said he can develop some talent. But can he be a head coach? Do y'all realize we're here on July 12th and nobody cares about what you knew 3 months ago? You knew he could recruit. You knew he could develop talent, but you didn't know if he could be a head coach. So now you're saying he can't recruit. You're leaving the development part invisible, and you still don't know if he can head coach. But you've already, in less than, you realize 3 months is 90 days. In 90 days, you have heard rumors about who he was recruiting. Heard some shit. And anybody who didn't come to Louisville, you call that a recruiting failure on Kenny Payne. Yeah, there was some of that too. There was some of that too. With yeah, okay, I didn't read that part first. Yeah, I would fess up to that. If it's a Kentucky thing, you just don't trust anybody. And at the time, I could give a pass if you don't trust anything coming out of Lexington. Yeah, I can get that. But he was 2 years removed. He was already in New York. They were already, but I saw this coming too. Like, once Cal was talking shit about him, like, he wasn't connected to Kentucky like that. He was connected to the kids. But we knew that. So, because you feel like the only way to get my voice heard is to go against the grain of Louisville, but call myself a Louisville fan. I'm going to call myself a Louisville fan and go against everything that Louisville's doing. And that's the way my voice is heard. That's why my voice stands out. And I'm like, no. You have to be knowledgeable, and people have to trust what you're talking about. People don't get that. That part is pathetic. Think about this. You mentioned I'll check it real quick. Okay. Listen, you mentioned, okay, imagine this. Imagine somebody Never bringing up the fact that Chris Mack is winning with Patino players. Imagine somebody deciding that all of a sudden Kenny Payne is just benefiting off of Chris Mack. Like, never mentioning Chris Mack and Patino. I mean, think about that. Think about how stupid that is. We literally watched players under different coaches be different level players. We've watched players leave Cal's system and go be All-Americans. We watched David Padgett put some players on the bench. As soon as they got their opportunity, they blew up. If you're stuck on saying things like so-and-so's players, I can't respect your opinion, because different coaches are totally different for the players. Different coaches turn players into new people. Some for good, some for bad. When we talked about Kenny Payne coming here, right? We talked about contacts. We talked about the benefits of bringing Kenny Payne here. People, think about this. People who did not want Kenny Payne here said, I don't care. I don't care that he's a great recruiter. I don't care that he's great at developing somebody else's talent. I don't care about all the connects he has. Those connects have already had D'Angelo Russell, Bam Adebayo, Donovan, what's my young shooter? Trey. Trey, whatever his name is, talking about coming to Louisville to work out. Everybody knows one of the most important things is for the young college players to see the pros up close. If you don't know that, you don't know anything. That's why mentors are important. That's why seeing it up close is important. So Kenny Payne's contacts, connections, player development, recruiting, all the passes that y'all gave me just to say Kenny Payne, I don't know if he can head coach. You filled out staff. Josh Jameson is a CEO. Nolan Smith is literally, like, if you had a list, the top 5 coaches under 30 or whatever, 35, he's on that list. Every coach and every college coach outside of Duke was like, that's huge, getting Nolan Smith away from Duke. And Nolan Smith is connected to the University of Louisville. Danny Manning, championships, NBA, coaching experience, head coaching experience, a lot of head coaching experience. Danny Manning was at Kansas when Cal was an assistant at Kansas. Danny Manning knows everything, and he knows your dirty little secrets. He knows you. So the staff is not good enough. The player development is all of a sudden not good enough. The recruiting, I mean, we just act like we didn't get a top 10 transfer in Brandon, a top whatever. We kept, I mean, damn, is Mac not allowed to, like, Mac brought in some really good players. Y'all made fun of every player Mac brought in. Christian Cunningham was awesome most of the year. Carlik Jones, y'all made fun of Carlik Jones. He was dominant. Carlik Jones was dominant. You think Coach Mack can't see some talent? You think the Louisville name doesn't bring talent in? You think it's a bad thing that Kenny Payne saw Kamari Lands and was like, oh yeah, Chris did a good job bringing you in here. I'll take you. You think that's a bad thing? Repeat. Do you think it's a fucking bad thing that Kenny Payne can come in here and say, yeah, Kamari, I like that kid. Good job, Chris Mack. Now I got to recruit to keep this kid here. That he said, okay, there's a local kid from Male High School named Caleb Glenn. And Kenny Payne came in here and said, yeah, those dudes legit. I'll take them because they legit. You think it's a badge of shame that Kenny Payne is keeping two of Chris Mack's guys? You see how stupid that sounds? To me. I don't know if that sounds stupid to y'all. Bilal Powell, great example. Struggled under Crab Thorpe for most of his college career. Charlie Strong turned him to, yeah, right. I told you, I don't predict the voices. They just start coming out of me. They just start jumping out of my system. I mean, golly. I mean, are you worried about Nolan Smith extorting Kenny Payne? You worried about Danny Manning extorting Kenny Payne? Are you worried about them two doing, or Josh Jameson? Are you worried about any of them guys doing anything that would embarrass Kenny Payne or the University of Louisville? Or are you just fishing to go against the crowd? Are you trying to be the guy that? Because here's the thing, y'all, and this will probably be one of the last things I say. Make no mistake about it. If you're the Louisville guy and you talk shit about Louisville all the time, you're going to find a job. Why are you going to find a job? Because somebody who hires you is probably going to be a Kentucky fan. It's not going to be a good job. It's not going to be a good job, but you can find a job. But here's the thing, people got to believe you too. If I think about this, if I spent 1 week crushing Louisville, do you know how many Kentucky phone calls I would get? Use your brain. Think about this. If I started crushing Louisville, do you know that every news outlet, them, and them, television, radio, if I just started saying that I'm not supporting the University of Louisville anymore, do you know how fast my phone would blow up? It would explode. My phone would explode. People would be calling me saying, "Hey, Marcus, hey, we heard your take. Care to come on the show and talk about it? Care to come on TV and talk about it?" Think about that. So the moment I want to just get the bag, all I got to do is start hating on Louisville. A former player starts hating on Louisville, they get a call from every news outlet in the state of Kentucky. Marvin, Derby City Sanders, what's good? Like, isn't that a scary thing, though? Isn't that a scary thing? So think about this. A new guy comes into the media, right? A new guy comes in. He vibes with Stephen Marcus. He says something pro Louisville. They give him the cold shoulder. He says something pro Kentucky. Oh man, come on in. Oh, say that again. What'd you say? Now he's being encouraged to repeat pro Kentucky rhetoric to stay in this room. And here's the thing. Cheers to anybody before me or now who has to turn down the bag to stay supporting Louisville.
You snooze, you lose, baby.
Hey, wait. Kenny Payne won those games.
Touching you, sweet Caroline. Fuck you, Kate. Times never seem so good. So good. I decline. Fuck you, Kate. You believe they never would.
No, I didn't do it on purpose. You can just see it. You can see it with your own two eyes. It's so disappointing. And as a casual observer, I get disappointed. Because like, okay. Just a couple things, a couple notes. Travis Graff today. Travis Graff, one of the guys who created a stir with the cloudy stuff. You know what he said today on the message boards? He said, the Kenny Payne, and I'm paraphrasing, I'm not quoting, the Kenny Payne to Spain topic will have absolutely nothing to do with DJ Wagner's decision. Okay? Think about that. Everybody was up in arms from what he said 2 days ago. Now he's saying that Kenny Payne will have nothing to do, or Kenny Payne going to Spain or not going to Spain will have zero to do with DJ Wagner's commitment. Now, we told you that, but the media has been talking about that nonstop. The second note, Aaron Bradshaw. Aaron Bradshaw was supposed to pop. Aaron Bradshaw has said, I'm not in a rush. I'm going to take my time. Everybody knows Aaron Bradshaw's mom likes Louisville. Everybody knows Kenny Payne stayed home and watched Aaron Bradshaw personally. All these things are well known. You think y'all gonna hear people talk about it? Madden Sanker is the highest ranked offensive line recruit in the history of the University of Louisville. In the history. It's the highest ranked offensive recruit in the history of U of L. Jocelyn, I'm glad you called it out. In the middle of Louisville just kicking UK's ass up and down the field, and Phil Steele ranking Louisville ahead of Kentucky, 2 spots ahead of Kentucky in its top 40. Hanging on. Listen, I can't help a fan base until you acknowledge that what we're saying is the truth. Do you think, in your heart, do you think for 1 second that somebody just found out about this information today? About somebody doing a whistleblower lawsuit? Do you listen? If you think they just found out and just put it out today, I'll leave you the fuck alone. But if you're willing to acknowledge that they knew about this before today, if you in your brain can acknowledge somebody probably knew about this before today, if you can admit that it's fishy about the timing of the release of this, it tells you how big Madden Sanker is, and it tells you how many people are okay with this Louisville setup narrative. Okay? That's just 3 things. Number 4 is what I wrote down. Y'all can't imagine being me and Steve talking for 2 hours and having everybody listening to your voice and trying to find ways to convince the public that Marcus and Steve are wrong. Do you know how right you got to be to have people screenshotting, screen recording, and like, do you know how strong you got to be for people to think the only way I can become known is if I take down Steve and Marcus, or if I disprove what they say, or if I say something that argues against them? Like, people's actual careers are riding on going against Marcus and Steve. Imagine that. Imagine that somebody is every single day, they're waiting for you to say something funny, extreme, might be proven wrong, marking it down every day, and patterning their day after that. Imagine that. I'll come back to that one. Next one. Steve, I'm not arguing with Louisville fans. Great point. I wrote that down too. Not arguing with Louisville fans. If you're trying to argue with me that Kenny Payne's not the guy, and that means you're hell-bent on proving that Kenny Payne is not the coach, and you call yourself a Louisville fan, no, you're not. If you spend every day trying to come up with an angle that says Kenny Payne is not the guy, and you can tell somebody who's coming up with an angle. Somebody who's really neutral, they give him his props. Boom, 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 boom. But you can tell when somebody's fishing for an angle. You know what I'm saying? Like you're fishing for an angle. When you say, oh, Kenny Payne's influential recruits are guys that Matt Rock. What? Fucking dumbass. Right? Mike James. Mike James was on campus early last year. Everybody was impressed with Mike James when he got on campus. He caught his injury early. Mike James is going on a full year. Mike James is starting to get a little healthy. Mike James is a 6'5" combo guard. Who just happened to play with Fabio Basile as well. The other two notes, I don't have to leave those. I have to save the other two for later. Jesus, y'all never let me have a short show when it's supposed to be a short show. Get out of here. Go to sleep. Thanks for hanging out. Listen, thanks for supporting. Thanks for supporting the channel. Thank you for the super chats. And if you're watching this later on, there's a super thanks button on there. If you're watching it late, if you're catching up. And thank y'all for understanding the position me and Steve are in on a daily basis. Good night, y'all. Have a great time. Thanks for hanging out with me. I enjoyed everybody's company. Good night.